ago. The first half of my book is a collection of 25 sonnets. It was kind of a sort of a task I set myself to write them, and they started in the Oscar Wilde School of Irish Writing at Trinity. I was at a writing workshop, and poet George Surtees, who's a British-Hungarian poet, wonderful poet actually, he gave us 10 minutes to write a piece called The Door. Not necessarily a poetry piece, any kind of piece. But I found myself writing a sonnet, not quite a sonnet, 10 minutes I hasten to add, but something like a sonnet. And the door that I wrote about was the door in the Bluebeard story, that forbidden door where the wives are forbidden to go into this room. And I found the idea extremely interesting to me, and I really felt like I needed to write more about those forbidden things. So I wrote a series of 25 sonnets. I took 5 different stories that have forbidden things in the theme and wrote 5 sonnets about each of them. And I'm glad that the last poet, Brendan Kennelly added, because I'm going to start with the Adam and Eve story, which is the original forbidden story. And I'm just going to read 2 of the sonnets from that because one of them is called Song of Eve, so I'll read that first. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Song of Eve. I was dreaming of fire when I heard the apple calling me. Her voice was like water, cool and sweet and wild, quenching my thirst and my dream where an angel was flaming flowed with the voice of the apple, a mother crying out for her child. There was no sound but the cry of the fruit and the breath of the man who slept by me like a brother. We had no children then, and the wail on the wind was the voice of the apple, a child crying out for its mother. I followed the voice to a globe that gleamed under the moon like a beautiful breast on the tree. I am your mother, it said, and my flesh is like milk. Through it, all I know will pass to thee. I reached up my mouth to my mother. What did I know? I have no other. That's all. Sonnets are so short, it's a shame to have to clap between all of them. But anyway, this one is called Adam. I was lonely and lost for words to put flesh on my wish, though the sun filled shimmering seas of greenish light, till God plucked a wishbone from my ribs one night, and Eve dived out of the dreams like a fabulous fish. Worlds made in 7 days, in one made fresh. The early sky bloomed red as lips that morning, but what cared we for any shepherd's warning who burned our songs on pink as salmon flesh? Eden opened my oyster with Eve its pearly centre. His own peep show shut out that mad inventor who spawned free will while brooking no dissenter. O luscious fruit, you did not count your cost, till writhing on the sand where we were tossed, we gasped for air or water or whatever we have lost. The original one of the sonnet sequence was the Bluebeard story, as it says, and so I'll read 2 from that sequence as well. And this one is called Bluebeard. Can you hear me okay? It's closer, yeah. I'll swallow it if I go any closer than this. Okay. Bluebeard. When first they caught sight of my beard, all my damned pretty wives were afraid. But my eyes, sharp as axes, could see how my gold seemed to burnish the shade. Between my silk sheets, they said sweetly it was sapphire or azure or aquamarine, and they swore to be blinded completely to that one room that could not be seen. They never fooled me for a second. It wasn't the bloody pea, but the way that they shrank when I beckoned them bedward, always a dead giveaway. Curiosity killed them. They clawed like cats at the places they knew were forbidden, the curse of their sex. The blood had already drained from their faces when I touched their necks. And this one is called Last Wife. As you probably know, if you remember the Bluebeard story, she was the only one who actually survived, because her brothers came on the scene buried just in the nick of time. Anyway, Last Wife. I grew to like his beard, that turquoise mesh. that blue sea washing up on my white flesh. I never thought that I must float or drown, till wondering secrets weighed my body down. I dreamed that I was trembling on the shore. I dreamed a trickle underneath the door. The walls cried out, the door begged, let me creak, someday someone who comes will live to speak. Our house was beautiful, a golden shell. Within its room I heard the ocean swell. But at one door at last I understood that deafening tide. It was the roar of blood. The door cracked open with a shriek of pain, a dam burst that no finger can contain.